Welcome back to the Reality Rejects. My name is Jacob.
I'm Donadio.
I'm Brandon. How you guys doing?
I just want to say, fuck Long Beach Island.
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Fuck Long Beach Island. LBI, the place of
I know.
Happen,
I think I know why now.
The beach, the ocean.
Only the
fuck
beach.
That place.
Only the ocean.
Literally, that's all that is. That's there.
What do you mean by that? Please
That's all
elaborate.
that they have is just the ocean.
Oh, what?
And
They don't
sand.
have a boardwalk or anything?
Yeah, so anyway, a few days ago, we're starting the show off like this.
Wait, just
a few
jumping
days
right
ago,
into it.
Brandon and I
And a friend.
were like, we want to go down the shore and, experience the beach. We want to go to a really nice boardwalk. And so, we were asking people, what is it?
Wait, hold on. We missed something big. I don't like the sand. I don't fuck with the ocean's cool. I like maybe get a little dip in the water, whatever. I fucking hate sand.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the ocean either. I don't like the water that much. I don't like sand. We really hate sand.
Oh my god,
we
the whole
hate
time.
Sand. We were pissed the whole time.
There was a joke to be made there.
It's rough. It's coarse.
And
It's uncomfortable and it gets everywhere.
No.
We hate the sand. So anyway, we were playing this whole beach day. And
mostly because of the boardwalk, because I love
mostly because of the boardwalk. So my aunt was like, oh my gosh, go to Long Beach Island. You haven't been there in years. The boardwalk is beautiful. You'll have a great time. And I'm like, oh yes, we can go to Long Beach Island. I have some great memories from there. It's been years since I've been there, like probably since 2011, 2012. But I'm like, yeah, I remember liking that place a lot. So we go to Long Beach Island. And the drive, for the most part, is actually pretty good. We're jamming. We're singing songs.
Vibing.
Gather around
It's a great song. We're eating pancakes.
Wait,
Right?
what? In the car?
Yeah.
No way.
No, it was
Dude.
delicious.
You don't understand. Random side tangent, but I was so in the mood for chicken and waffles today.
Chicken and waffles.
Dude, I've always wanted to go to a Waffle House. I mean, I don't want to get shot, but like, I've always wanted to go to one.
Why would you? Yeah.
Why would you get shot?
At a Waffle House? At a
It's
pancake
like
house?
the most common place to get shot,
They're pretty redneck.
right?
Waffle houses.
I've never been.
You never been to like a Waffle House?
No.
Really? You never get like hash?
Hash brown?
Do we have Waffle Houses around here?
The closest one is like in Bethlehem on the way to like PA. I don't think there's any in New Jersey.
Fair enough.
I did like a day trip there once or twice with an old friend group. But so we're driving there. We're about 7 minutes from the beach. We're driving. Everything's fine. And Brandon and Anna were like, we want Taco Bell.
Yeah, we passed the Taco Bell.
And I go.
And I was driving. Hello.
Brandon was driving. I go, guys, you don't want Taco Bell. Taco Bell, only bad things happen at Taco Bell.
What do you mean only
Now,
bad
I'm
things?
talking
happen
about
at
like
Taco
shitting your brains out.
Like
The type of pain where your butthole just like never looks the same afterwards.
No, that's just ice cream.
Well, sure. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so like I get it. I would have gone for ice cream, but they're like, we want Taco Bell, and I'm like, no, nothing good happens at Taco Bell. So anyway,
So I go in.
If you would like to.
Okay, so I make the U-turn to go around Taco Bell.
Oh, we're getting like directions. Like
So
GPS
I go in the
directions.
this is part of the story. So I go in this parking lot, this bagel place, make a U-turn. I hear my car make a weird noise.
It's a loud sound, like.
And I was like, I look at Jake. I'm like, you. And they're like, he was like, no.
That's probably fine.
It's fine.
Is it still driving? Oh, we're fine.
So I reverse and go back.
What you said.
It made the noise again. I'm like, and then it stopped for like a couple seconds. I'm like, huh.
Must be fine.
So then I go in onto the street. I start driving.
Parallel to the highway. It's like a road right off the highway.
Right. So it's like a U-turn. So I go in, start driving. It's stops.
It doesn't do that. It doesn't screech. It just it like just.
No, I made a screech.
It breaks. Something like busted.
So it's just So
Straight nut.
So it just stops in the middle of the road. I'm like, I look at Jacob. I'm like, fuck. And I try to push it a little further. It's not going
moving.
anywhere.
The car wouldn't fucking move. The first words that came out of my mouth were, well, this day just became very interesting. It did. This day became very interesting. I tried to figure out solutions I know we put Anna in the front seat, and you and I tried pushing the car. That wasn't
not
working.
moving.
So I got in the driver's seat, and I tried reversing the car, and it would drive backwards.
Okay,
So-
wait. Just a question. So you tried pushing the car.
Mhm.
What was your plan, to push the car all the way home?
No, because
No, there was a
parking
parking lot.
Yeah.
Like, right
Oh,
there.
okay. You were
Like,
gonna
we
try and
literally-
push the fucking
We were
car
in
home.
the middle of the highway.
Oh, you didn't get to
Our
the side.
car, no, we had to. So we were in the middle. Like the highway is on the next road. So I should say we're in the middle of the exit of a highway.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're right in the middle of the road. There are
Like the
cars
on
that-
ramp or
no,
the
like just
exit?
it's just like a street, just like a street
okay.
off the highway, and like the lane is 2 lanes on our side and 1 lane on the other. So those cars can pass us, and then cars that drive around us on our side, and we're in the middle lane. The car's just totally down, dead. So I reversed the car into the shoulder. I called AAA. They come. They give us a tow to the closest mechanic place. They were going to bring us one place, but they brought us somewhere else because they thought it was a transmission issue. Turns out it wasn't a transmission issue. Not really important to the story, but he thought it was a transmission issue, so he brought us to a transmission
I was
place.
pissed. But like I kept myself because it's my car and like background. I just got my car fixed, and I just got I spent like $1,500 to get my car fixed. Okay, and my shit just broke down, and so
I was really mad.
I was pissed.
I
But
didn't see
I
that.
kept myself together because it was my first time
Oh, it
meeting
was leaking.
his friend, whatever. So I was keeping calm and collected. So the tow truck guy, very nice.
Very chill dude.
So he got us to this place, whatever.
From there, we got a ride to the beach. We were like, the guy, he's like, I can give you a quote, but I won't be able to check the car till later. I can give you a ride to one place. And we're like, can we go to the beach? Like, Brandon and I were both like, we came this far to go to the fucking beach.
Wait. This was on the way there?
We were
Yeah.
7 minutes away. We literally just had to cross the bridge. We were maybe a mile from the bridge, and we would have been in Long Beach Island.
So,
We broke down right in front of the bridge. Because we turned around to
what
get
time
Taco
did
Bell.
this happen at?
Pretty early in the...
was-
No, we missed the morning.
it
We
was
actually
like
drove
1
late.
o'clock.
So it was
This
like,
was
it was
like
probably
1.
like, yeah, I would say around 1.
So
12 to
this
1.
all took like about 3.5 hours.
The whole day?
That
This
like
situation, the drive?
when you guys needed to go back.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't.
Because
well,
I think
well,
I
hold
got
on.
text-
So,
yeah.
so that's because the timeline will lay itself out. So the guy's like, "Fine, I'll give you a ride to the beach if you really want to go to the beach." We're like, "Yes, we're going to the beach."
Right.
We go to the beach. We get to the beach. The waters look violent. I'm standing there like, "Huh, no one's in the water."
Hold on.
While we're there, the woman charges Brandon $10 per person to get on this fucking beach. First of all, I objected. I was like, "What? Are you fucking? You thieves?"
You didn't say that.
What did I say out loud? What was my response to her?
You didn't say anything.
I was pissed.
You didn't say
No,
anything.
God, you're incorrect. You're
No.
fucking wrong, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
But anyway,
Right.
I verbally expressed like $30. $30 to go on the beach.
You didn't say it to the lady. You said it to me.
Okay,
And
well, I obviously verbally out loud expressed something in front of the woman. Maybe it wasn't directed at her, but I verbally expressed that I was displeased with the fact it was so expensive. I didn't pay, so whatever. I was pissed. We get to the beach. I was really mad about it. We get to the beach. I'm watching the water. I'm like, okay, no one's in the water. Don't know if we can really swim in this, but I'm going in the water because we've come this far. We set up the thing. We put down the umbrella. I go into the water. It is fucking freezing.
That is always the beach, though.
No,
No, it was ice.
it was freezing, and it was like 90 degrees. I don't understand why the water was so
it was
fucking
windy
cold.
that day. It was cold.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
That's
it was
probably
windier
why.
on the beach though than it was
Yeah.
It
on
always
the
is.
island. It was freezing water. The water was so cold. I tried to man it out. I went to Asbury the week or two before. It wasn't that cold, and we're not in fall yet. It's not here. It should still be warm. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
But hold on. So again, we want to go to the boardwalk, and when we were driving, like the guy drove us to the beach. We're like, oh, the boardwalk. And like, where's the boardwalk? This and that. He's like, what are you talking about?
There's no boardwalk in Long Beach Island.
We're like, wait, what? Yes, there is. He's like, no, I've been living here for
20 years.
There's never been a boardwalk.
I've been living here for 20 years doing mechanic work. I live next to the beach, never gone there. I haven't been there in years because I'm always working. There's no boardwalk. There's never been a boardwalk. Never in the 20 years that I've lived here has there been a
I
boardwalk.
was like,
You mean the whole reason why we came? So another reason to be pissed off. So there's no boardwalk. Now it's $30 to even get onto the beach. We set up our things. The water is way too violent and way too freezing to even enjoy. Brandon's laying down. He's exhausted at this point. He's just laying on his little towel, scrolling through TikTok or something. And I can't even swim in the fucking water. And I don't like the sand enough to play in the sand. So I'm like, we're done here. Clean up. We're leaving. It's too windy. The umbrella just broke. It just flew halfway down the fucking
Did
beach.
it really?
Flew.
Everything's
Snapped in
going
half.
wrong.
Everything's going wrong. I'm like, we're done here. I'm done with this fucking umbrella. I'm done with the fucking sand. I want to get out of here. I'm getting my money. We're getting our money back. I said my money. I'm getting my money back, and we're leaving. I'm like, we're getting that $30 back. And they're like, I don't know if you can. I'm like, they're going to give it to us. I'm going to go to fucking war right now. And then Brandon's like, oh, Jesus, here we go. And I do. I went to the girl that took our money. We've been here for less than 5 minutes. You just fucking saw us. Give us our money back. We want off the beach so we can buy a ticket. Our car broke down. We're kind of stuck here. We can't even swim. You just saw us. Give us our money back. I can't do that. What do you mean you can't do that? No, I can't do that. It's not, I'm the lowest of the totem pole. Go ask somebody else. Okay, who do you want me to ask? Ask the lifeguards over there. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, bring us the lifeguards.
And we're lugging a bunch of shit.
We're carrying
Meanwhile,
a bunch of our
I told
shit.
them, I'm like, why are we bringing all this shit? We have no car. Like, leave it in my car. Let's bring a couple things like chairs, whatever. But
leave it in your car.
Yeah, he was going to leave it in his car because he was leaving it at the mechanic shop.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
So instead of carrying all the chairs and the shit, we could have just left it in the car. But we wanted that stuff to be comfortable on the beach.
Were we comfortable on the beach?
Not even for a minute.
Okay.
Not even for a minute. We fucking hated it. So
Another
the girl
thing
said
to
no.
add.
The lifeguards, who I start arguing with, say no. So I make them call over the bosses of the beach. And they come over and they say, nah, sorry, dude. Can't help you. You want your $30, you have to go to you should have got the $30 from the girl when she was here. She left. She was off the clock in the middle of our conversation and left. The girl that took our money.
Oh,
you should.
what a
why didn't you
bitch.
she was off the clock.
She's like, not my problem.
Not her problem. But also, it's against policy. It's actually illegal. It's illegal to give us our $30. This is no different. This was no different than me us handing her the money, seeing the beach, and then being like, actually, no, give it back to me. Never mind. It was no different of a transaction. Give me 10-minute difference.
Also, too, it was fun because we're like,
nope.
Listen,
Nope.
We're like, yo, it's no point. He was like, oh, well, if you want, you could go to town hall, this and that.
That closed 10 minutes ago.
They're like, oh, yeah, it closed at 4 o'clock. We're like, what time is it? Oh, 4:10.
Yeah, but you can still try. It's down 17th Street. Fuck you, dude.
So we're like, yo,
Sorry.
so we're like, what, why this and that? And he's like, well, they're talking to Walkie. Was like, the guy was like, oh, well, it goes to our
it's to protect, keep the beach clean.
Keep the beach clean for the trash cans, yada yada yada. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about that. I've been here for 5 minutes. Just give me my fucking money.
You don't want to help the earth stay clean?
They're not fixing the earth. They're paying their fucking 10-year-old lifeguards. Give me my fucking money back. Which wasn't even my money, but I was fighting tooth and nail. I'm pretty sure Brandon and Anna did not. Did you guys really care that much? As much as I did. I was pissed.
Dude, it was $10.
I was also already-
I would have been like, I cut my losses. It's
$30 in total, though. And it came from one person. I was really pissed off. I was so mad.
Wait, so how'd you get it back?
We didn't.
I thought you said you didn't pay.
Brandon paid. It was Brandon's $30.
Oh.
But I was. Doesn't matter. It was frustrating.
So we Ubered to, what was that place?
So yeah, we got an Uber to take us to Fantasy Island, which is so cool. It's probably the best part of the entire island. So pretty. All those shops over there are really, really nice.
So me and Jacob and his friend, we were like, okay, so how are we gonna get home? Because we can't Uber all the way back to Jersey, back to where we live, because that's $300. So let's start calling people. He was like, I'll call my aunt. Calls his aunt, tells her the rundown. She's like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She was like, oh, so what are you gonna do?
I'm trying to find. Wait.
She was like,
conversation with you?
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? This and that. And we're like, Jacob's like, haven't figured it out yet. We're trying to figure it out still. There's no boardwalk here.
She was the one who told us there was a boardwalk there.
Yeah, she was like, oh well, no, there used to be a boardwalk.
No, there's not a boardwalk anymore. So we couldn't get a ride from them. We called Donadio at one point.
Oh yeah, at 5:40. Like I was napping, I just laid down to take a nap. I was ready. 5:40.
So we at 5:40 because we've been there all day since about 1 o'clock up to 5:40. We still never made it to Fantasy Island at that point. If we called him at 5:40, because we called him.
Oh, we got lunch or something.
We got lunch. We got tacos.
Yeah, you got your tacos.
We finally got the tacos.
So
I got the tacos out of frustration. And fuck tacos. Fuck Taco Bell.
So Brandon calls me, and I'm about to lay down for a nap, and I'm like, I'm not picking this up. I'm about to go to sleep. I don't want to talk right now. And then he calls me a second time, and then he also texts me while he's calling me the second time, SOS, me and Jacob need you. Help, please. And I'm like, oh, no, wait, something bad happened. So then I called him, and then he's like, hey, buddy. You want to do us a big favor? I'm like, what is it? I was about to take a nap. He's like, you want to pick us up from Long Beach Island? And then I'm like, how long is that drive?
I was like 2 hours. He's like, that's so far.
That's so far. I'm tired.
Plus it was 5 o'clock ish, which means by the time he would even hit the road, it'd be almost 6 o'clock ish.
And then it'd be rush
and
hour.
And then it'd be
traffic.
rush hour.
And then
driving to the beach during rush hour, you're looking at easy an extra hour and a half drive.
Right.
Yeah, the GPS was saying 2.5 hours. And I was like, let me ask my dad. Let's see what he thinks of this, because he doesn't like me putting miles on my car. So I'm
but
like,
you never got a hold of your dad because he was working, right?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like, first off, you've gotten like 3 hours of sleep, because this is when we just got back from Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you've gotten 3 hours of sleep since you just got back from Vegas and you went straight to work. And then, was this on Sunday? This was on Sunday, then.
No, this was on Tuesday.
Oh, this was on Tuesday, right. We got back on Monday. So, yeah, he's like, you only got 3 hours of sleep. Second off, that's putting a lot of miles on your car, buddy. Like, I love Brandon and Jacob, but I don't think it's safe for you to drive. You won't be home till late. And I'm like,
Yeah, we didn't get home till late. We went to Fantasy Island. We reached out to a lot of people, but those are the busts. Eventually, Brandon asked his friend, who was awesome enough to give us a ride.
He just got out of work.
He just got out of work,
and
fighting crime in Gotham.
what?
And
Excuse me?
He was kind enough to pick us up in his Batmobile.
I really want to see this.
No, I can't
Batmobile.
Describe it to you. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna have to accept that Brandon had Batman come and pick us up and drive us home, and it was amazing. Anyway, that's how pretty much the night wraps itself up. We went to Fantasy Island. We played a bunch of games, waiting for Brandon's friend Batman to come pick us up, and then we got home. The drive back home on the GPS was it was a few hour drive. I think we were scheduled. What time were we supposed to get home? By like 1 a.m.?
No, 12.
12? Mm-hmm. Anyway, we made it there by 11. By 11ish, 11:30ish, I would say.
11:20.
11:20ish, I made it home. Because the Batmobile doesn't drive under 100 miles an hour. So,
how is that even possible?
When you're Batman, you just do. I don't know what else to say to you, Donadio. We made it home faster than we ever would have with any Uber. And it was amazing. It was one of the most terrifying yet exhilarating experiences of my entire life. Best part of the night, to be honest with you.
So, out of 10, how would you say your trip got salvaged?
I won a lot of prizes also, too. And when the claw machines, Jacob learned that I was good at claw machines.
He's okay.
There's no skill at claw machines. It's just...
I got 3. 3 prizes.
You know how many times he could have gotten like 20 prizes if the claw machines weren't rigged, and he would just pick them up and literally lift them up and they would just drop? Because they're not strong enough to hold those like 10-pound stuffed animals.
But the best thing I won all day, I got fucking Toto, the card for the Wizard of Oz card
Toto?
game.
Toto.
I was just listening to something about Wizard of Oz earlier today.
Why was that so
weird
big
that
for you?
Mentioned that.
I feel like it was bigger for me. I made a big deal about that. That card literally means nothing to you.
What do you mean? I'm gonna get the full deck.
It
Okay.
looks
You're gonna go back to Long Beach Island to get that full deck?
Not Long Beach.
It's not
Island.
gonna mean shit then. I don't know. I understand this conversation.
Not Long Beach Island.
useless.
Nah,
Useless.
Literally useless.
Anyways,
Instantly means nothing if you're
That
not
that
going.
This
No,
hold on, that
literally,
part of, wait, that
literally,
part of, wait,
literally,
that part
literally,
of the island,
literally,
wait,
literally means nothing to me
that
if you're
part of
not
the
going back
island
to Long Beach Island.
It's not LBI. Can we agree that part of the island is not LBI?
No, we cannot agree because that's Long Beach Island. I don't know what the fuck. It's not two. It's not
it's
two.
called
It's not
Fantasy-
two Beach
It's called
Island.
Fantasy Island.
Fantasy. You think Fantasy Island's its own island? You think it's like not
it's
on
part of
Long
LBI.
Beach Island?
But it's not. That's a boardwalk.
Literally, it's called Fantasy Island LBI.
I don't
Oh,
understand what you're talking
well,
about.
then-
What do you mean? What was your? What do you
So
mean?
hold up.
What am I holding up
wait,
for?
Jacob tried to win this card, right? I probably tried 5-6 times.
What if that's the boardwalk?
What
if that
Fantasy
was the
Island's
boardwalk?
No,
Maybe
isn't it? There's a few wooden planks out there, but not really.
Were there boards to walk on?
Technicality.
I guess a technicality. The stairs are boarded. Okay, fair enough.
I won it. Jacob got more excited. He just took the card out of my hand. I'm like, bitch. I was like,
Yeah, well, because I called him and Anna over. I was like, yo, help me win this card. And then he's like, I'm winning it for myself, bitch. And I was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Why? I don't know why you'd win it for yourself. It's not like it has any value to you. No, I don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
Did he win it for
I don't
himself
care.
in the end?
Yeah, he kept it. Whatever. I don't care about. I don't care about any of those cards. Honestly, it's all to win like stupid toys from Fantasy Island that I'll never. It's all for my uncle. He has like thousands of points.
Oh.
And so we've been working for this Toto card for years, and Brandon got it, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna be so excited!" And then he kept it like a dick. So I don't care. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything
I have
to
all
me.
the cards besides
Doesn't
what's
mean-
it called?
To Long Beach Island.
Huh?
You have all the cards that connect to Long Beach Island.
Yeah.
Oh, so you would go back to Long Beach Island?
To get all the cards, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you wouldn't. That you get them somewhere else. Because that's what you just said.
That is what
Like,
you
it's
just
what you
said.
just-
That
I
is
said I
what you
wouldn't
just-
get it.
Don't change your words.
No.
Don't change your words.
I didn't say
That
I
is-
would get the cards.
No, wait.
no.
You
Replay.
can't get the card.
Replay.
I'm gonna get the full deck.
It
Okay.
looks
You're going to go back to Long Beach Island to get that full deck?
Not Long Beach.
It's not going to mean shit then. I don't know. I understand this conversation.
Not Long Beach Island.
Useless.
Nah,
Useless.
Literally. Yeah. There we
Okay,
go.
now-
You
Okay.
can't get the cards anywhere else.
Incorrect. You can get cards like that.
Oh
That
my
one
God.
says.
Can I
That one
fucking
says.
finish my sentence?
That one says
You can't get-
Fantasy
Oh
Island.
my God.
Mom
Yes,
and Dad
I
are
know.
Okay.
I know.
You know now because you didn't know before when you said that.
No, we were talking on the phone the other day.
Replay.
Not Long Beach Island. Yo, please replay it. I literally said, I wouldn't go to Long Beach Island, but if I go to the game, I will play the game for those cards.
Wait.
Doesn't make any. That doesn't make any sense. Those cards are only valuable to Long Beach Island.
Yeah.
You win those cards anywhere else. What do you mean? Yeah. If you win those cards anywhere else.
It can't go. You can't bring those cards to
Right. So
Point
what
Pleasant.
would be the point of playing
So-
that game somewhere else to collect all the
I didn't
cards?
say that.
That's what
I
you
didn't
said.
say.
I'm so confused right now.
It
Let's
doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. I don't even care. I'm just
Anyways.
saying that. No, all I'm saying is that we played a game. It involved a Toto card to complete the Wizard of Oz card deck for that machine. You got all of them at Long Beach Island. At Long Beach Island that day. You got all of them there that day.
Yeah.
All of them.
I just need the
Dorothy.
Dorothy, yeah.
Oh, I actually got it right.
You just need Dorothy.
Yeah. The most simple one to get.
Okay. So Long Beach Island was fuck Long Beach Island. Honestly, I fucking hate that place.
You know what that story just reminded me of with the cards?
What?
That reminds me of when you remember Rita's Ice that used to be here?
Where that psychic place is? On 46?
46.
Yeah.
It's on 46.
It's where
yeah.
the psychic is now. Yeah.
So there used to be a thing. It was like I think it was like Candy Crush or something. They were running like a promotion with it that you win like a trip to either Florida or California. I forgot which one. One of the two if you get all of the pieces. So what happened was, I don't know if I've told the story or not before. Maybe I have. But anyways, it's quick. So me and my cousin were like, "Oh, that's so cool! You get one of the things on your cup, and then you rip it off. It's like, and then you have like a card that you put it on."
Okay.
So we got, like, we each all got our own characters, like me, my cousin, and my dad and my uncle. And then it's like, oh, we already got 4 of the characters. Let's dig through the trash and look for the others. So we started digging through the trash, and we found all but one.
Which one are you missing?
We were missing King Candy, which.
I don't know the lore of Candy Crush. I didn't.
So I don't know either. It was like some King Candy or something. I don't know.
Is that the guy from Wreck-It Ralph?
Right. That's actually what I thought of at the time too. And then so it's like, ah, shit. Anyways, my cousin goes back home, and what happens is, since he lives in another state, they're running the promotion there too. So he buys it there. He gets a fucking king. And then it's like, oh shit, we just won. We just gotta mail it to me, and we'll fucking do this. He mails it to me, gets lost in the mail.
Oh. That's.
What would you win?
It was either a trip to Florida or California. I can't remember.
That's
which
cool.
one.
No, both trips are nice.
Yeah, but
Both states are nice.
that never ended up happening.
Damn.
So close.
Yeah, it's so far. We dug through the trash for that.
I feel like a trip to Florida and
It was something
Cali
more.
is way more valuable. I feel like that's a much more significant story than ours. I mean, it literally the only thing about the Toto card is it just completes the deck, so it makes the $30,000
Would you get
$30,000 cards turn into a $60,000 card deck. Like
That's a lot
points.
of
No, it's
okay.
no financial value. It's all points.
Oh,
So by
okay.
itself, it's only a $5,000.
I thought you were saying $30,000 to $60,000.
They got
I'm like, that's
cool
a lot of money.
prizes over there.
Yeah, I don't care about any of them.
I was looking at a lot of the baseball stuff that they have, like signed and autographed, which is dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing if you don't get it signed yourself, though. It's kind of
True.
like buying someone's name. Well, I mean, would you do that?
Yeah.
You would just buy someone's name because they signed it on like a
Dude.
shirt or something?
Think about how much
Interesting.
money professional players can just make on their own just
just,
by
like,
writing their
on it.
name down.
Yeah, it's baffling. A lot of celebrities can do that. Celebrities make a lot of money off that stuff. Like the meet and greets at like Walker Stalker Fest, which is the only one I've gone to. I know that like just to meet some of them is like hundreds of dollars. And then to like go up and get them to like sign your stuff and take a picture with you when they sit at these booths for hours is so expensive. I remember one time I was trying to meet this one zombie guy. He was in an old George A. Romero film. He played the character of Big Daddy. I forget the zombie movie, but just to like get an autograph from him was $60. I was like, dude, I saw your movie once. I'm not paying you $60 for a signature. He was actually nice enough to be like, all right, well, you know, you seem like an excited fan. I was excited to meet him, but I'm not paying $60 for you to write your name on my collection of celebrity signatures. It's all in this Captain America versus Iron Man.
Whoa, wait, is it $60 per thing or just $60?
$60 per signature.
Oh, I was gonna say if it wasn't, just hand it to the person behind you, say, "Hey, you want to pay the $60 and get this signed for me?"
I couldn't care less. I didn't want a signature that badly, but yeah.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he gave it to me. It was really cool. It was nice of him, but also like I haven't watched this movie since. Not because of his bad, not because he asked me to pay him. I just it wasn't that great of a movie. It was just a movie I happened to see that he was in.
Who would you freak out for an autograph?
No, I would not.
For anyone?
No.
Not even like
me.
I think maybe Stan Lee.
Okay.
But he's dead now. I think that's the only person I would be starstruck over. I've met celebrities. They're just people.
That's true.
Tom
They
Hanks.
are just like us.
Yeah,
Except,
and Harrison Ford, and I mean, even
famous.
Sully. There's a lot of people that I've either met or crossed paths with. They're actors from visits and going to schools and stuff. I met the Blue Man Group.
Did you meet the Flintstones?
I've not,
Oh,
but I've always wanted to.
Have you met the
Meet the
reality
Flintstones.
rejects?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay, so
Don't meet your heroes.
anyways, today's topic is pretty much vacations that have gone wrong.
That's what
As
it is.
from that we never really said, but
That's what that
yeah.
was
So
supposed to
or
be
just
based
like
off of.
things that have gone wrong, like you were planning to go somewhere and something that's just gone way off the
Horribly
rails,
wrong,
like
yeah.
just or not horribly, like I
you have
was
any-
driving and then someone got into a 10-car pilot.
Do you have any bad stories, Brandon?
Well, so probably a couple years ago. Besides this, so with the LBI, that was my vacation week from work. So that's one. But a couple years ago, I went to Florida, and it was cool. Like we went to Universal. Universal is so trash compared to Disney World. Have you been to Universal?
No, I mean just as long ago as I was at Disney World, 2004 or 5.
Okay. It's a lot different now. They got rid of the Shrek ride.
That's okay. It's not worth going anymore. No.
They have Harry Potter there?
No, they got rid of Shrek. They got rid of Shrek.
Okay.
Who the fuck cares about Harry Potter?
I think
Wingardium Leviosa.
Donkey.
You turn my Shrek's box. No.
My Shrek's fuck.
We're not doing this again.
Like,
We're not
so
doing this
funny,
again.
it's so
It'll be
good.
like the 5th time.
Okay, like cope, I guess.
We're not
It's
doing it.
funny.
Oh!
We're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the video
I
again.
fucking love Cookie.
I'm gonna watch the video again.
How many times did you cut that whole video out of the
Like 4 times. Like 4 times.
my Shrek's box? No,
No, wait, my Xbox. No, my Shrek's box.
smells like a dick. Anyway, sorry, go on. I'm sorry, sure. Cookie, make up for it.
So we went. So besides that, that's cool. It's fine. It's
Yo,
fine.
Now you
fucking
know how I
speak.
feel.
Oh.
What?
It's true. Donadio snaps back. Now he knows. Now you can't be a bitch about that. You just keep talking. You interrupt Donadio all the time. Speak words, motherfucker.
That was funny. That was funny.
mind.
No, so we went to Universal. That was cool. Whatever. After we were there like 4 days, whatever. After the 3rd day, we pretty much went to every square inch of that Universal. So whatever, cool. So when we were coming back to Jersey, we missed our flight because of my brother waking up late, and then my mom was like getting ready for however long.
You make up for an airplane?
Huh?
Is that like putting on makeup and stuff?
Getting ready, yeah. So we went. We were running late. We were running through the airport. We got stopped by security because security said that there was like a chemical on us. Yada yada yada.
What'd you have on you? Mercury?
It was fucking cologne on my
Oh
father.
my god! You trying to kill everybody?
Dude,
Come on!
Someone set your dad on fire. He could have exploded.
dude, I know. So
A little Italian shower before getting on the airplane. That's how you get arrested, dude.
we get to
I
the
get it.
get there. They just closed the doors for the plane. So we
No.
you're like a minute before we got there. So they just closed it. We're like, you just closed it. They're like, we can't reopen it. Yada yada yada. You just missed your flight. We're like, fuck. So we had to get to a different flight, whatever. The flight was like in another like 2 hours or whatever. So we had to wait in the airport.
That's not terrible, actually.
No, it
Really
wasn't
not.
terrible.
That's what happened to me the other day.
So I had to wait in the airport for another 2 hours. Then that flight got delayed because of storms. And then they were like, "Oh, there's a flight, but how you can only do is have 2 people there in the one plane, the next plane, another 2 people." And we're like, "Nah, we're just gonna go together." That flight got delayed, bro. We finally got home probably at night. Our flight was supposed to be in the morning, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that'll ruin a day.
We were pissed.
I would have been pissed.
We were
I
pissed.
understand.
That sounds awful.
So that was pretty much the end of the trip, obviously. So like, I guess what are you looking at?
Orange.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
the lava lamp. Keep talking.
But yeah. So that's pretty much the end of the like how the trip ended. So we had a party too of my cousin that we had to make too.
Was the
Guessing
party
you
good?
Didn't make it.
Never went.
Never ended up going in at all.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so with how that went, but
Yeah. So, and that was the whole thing. My mom was like determined to go there because that's why we kind of like reschedule our whole like trip to get to the party, whatever. It wasn't meant to be, but yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, that'll ruin your whole trip. I've never really had a big like travel story like that. Like stories where the plane like
I have.
has really bad turbulence. You have bad.
Oh wait, not with the plane though.
Or just like what do you have?
So again, don't know if I've told the story, but with my first girlfriend, remember how it was long distance? Brandon knows the story.
No,
At
I
least.
think you said it on the thing.
Where she stood you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've told the story.
Yeah.
You have told just the story. You told the story on Valentine's Day.
Did I? Yeah.
Believe
yeah.
so.
That was I guess that's a trip gone wrong.
Yeah, that definitely would be.
That would be a trip
definitely
gone
would
wrong.
be.
For those who haven't seen that episode, why haven't you seen that episode?
Link right here.
But
there you go. We just saved you the time.
But it was just she lived in Florida, I lived in Jersey. I flew there. As I was like in the airport about to go there, she texts that she isn't able to see me on the time of my trip there. And I'm like, huh?
You mean the whole reason I came?
How long you were planning this? For a while?
Yeah, for a few months. And it's like,
damn.
Well, when I was last summer, I was supposed to go to Florida with one of the people I was seeing at the time. She also stood me up. Remember? She didn't go. Missed the flight.
no. What?
Yeah.
I didn't
when
hear
I was going to
this.
Florida by myself.
Oh,
right after Niagara.
Oh.
She was sick. Some stuff came up, but she missed the flight.
Oh, she had tickets.
Yeah, we bought them. They were already bought. Yeah, she was supposed to drive up.
And she said
it
it
never
didn't.
happened.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Okay,
I
well
didn't
now
know
you do.
about that either.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's why I ended up going to Florida by myself.
Oh, I thought Sarah went with you. Sarah was supposed to.
I think it was an option.
Because I know you invited me, and I couldn't because of my work schedule.
Sure, yeah.
But, wow.
That hurts.
Fuck that bitch.
No, it's okay. It was a while ago, and there were other things going on, so it doesn't really matter. But no, I don't have it. Like, I feel like that's probably the craziest like plane story. Another story I have about Long Beach Island, and this is an old one. This is back when the hurricanes hit Sandy and Irene. I believe it was Hurricane Irene. So we were leaving Long Beach Island, and like the day we were supposed to leave, we got hit with the hurricane. And then Long Beach Island got evacuated, and we traveled down the East Coast to a different beach. And then for some reason, I don't know what my parents were thinking, but we get hit with another hurricane. The same hurricane. We get hit with the same hurricane. Because, we stayed on the same coast and get to a different beach.
What again? How?
So we left Long Beach Island because we were getting evacuated to just go to another beach and get stuck there. We actually got stuck inside of the penthouse. Like, it was like my dad's boss's like penthouse down the shore. I forget where we were.
Was it nice at least?
It was beautiful. I had my own bedroom. I got to watch all the Bigfoot movies. It was great. Classic.
Wait. Bigfoot movies?
Yeah,
Those movies about Bigfoot?
I forget what they're called, but yeah, I think I also watched the Teen Wolf series. Yeah, the original Teen Wolf series with Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
I don't know anything about Teen Wolf besides that.
It's just a teenage.
It's a great.
It has nothing to do with
show.
the stupid show.
No, it's a great show.
Never watched the show, but the movie has to just do with this teenager who's in high school who finds out that he's secretly a werewolf. Not a dangerous kind, just like when midnight he becomes a wolf.
Sounds like a Twilight type thing.
No, it's actually funnier than that. It's
not bad.
Oh, it is
actually
comedy?
it's a good movie.
It's not bad. No.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Teen Wolf. You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I have the Funko Pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Of the movie?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Michael J. Fox's character, the wolf. Cool. There's a sequel too, Teen Wolf 2.
I haven't
Different
seen
characters.
Two.
I've seen the second one. Not better. I think the dad's the same, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
I'm so lost.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's a movie series, and we watched that during the storm. That was the whole story.
Well, hey,
No,
if it was enjoyable, it was.
I feel like a better story I have is actually my really traumatic camping trip. With my brother Jared back in 2011. I don't think I've told this story before. You guys didn't seem to. You don't recognize it?
Not to my knowledge.
Well,
but I forget
so
everything.
I was in a program for troubled youth, and through the therapy program I was going to, they put me through. They said I could go to this camp. a survival camp with my brother. Well, I ended up going with my brother, but it was a survival camp. It was for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Wait, a
We go to
survival
this-
camp?
Yeah, just like a camp where you just like learn about survival things. Well, it turned out I had to survive the campers, but that's how it was presented to us. We met with the guy. He was like, "Yes, of course. We protect the children at all costs." Fuck that guy. He's a liar. He just wanted our money. He wanted us dead. We should have sued.
Did
I
he
don't know
just
what
like throw you guys in the wilderness?
Well,
He's like, good luck, kids.
Well, he sold it to us so well that my parents were like, "Well, we should send our other son to this camp," and so they send Jared with me to the survival camp, and it's one of the worst experiences I've ever like gone through my entire life. This I feel like this camping story gives you a bit of a preview into my psyche, and like I'm so.
This is the background story of your.
This is just an example of my chaos, I suppose.
I
But,
love chaos.
So we get there. I'm first put in a group of kids that are way too young for my person.
How old were you?
At this time I was about 11. So Jared was 13. That's my older brother Jared. So I was put in a group with. It might have been 11-year-olds. But they were a little too young for me. If that like mentally, they were just a little too immature, and it wasn't really clicking. I was arguing with them a lot. Things weren't making sense. We weren't communicating.
Did you
well.
punch a kid?
I did. I got into
what?
a lot of fights at this camp.
I said that it was a joke.
No, I had to fight a lot of people. So
Had to?
I did. So obviously, I was not connecting well with these kids, so they put me in a group that was older, people that were mostly 12 and 11-year-olds, so my age, but on the older end, and that was better, except for the fact that now having the people figured out, I had to figure out the camp, which involved really dangerous sports. I remember we were trying to learn how to swim in the water, and the guy that was teaching us cut his foot open on like a razor in the water, and he was like, what the fuck? And he pulls it out, and he's like,
not how you
and I'm
swim.
like, I'm not swimming in that fucking water. I'm not going in that water. I never went in that water. Did not happen. But the guy that was showing us, like, this is how you swim, and this is why you need to wear this, literally cut his foot open on like
Is
a
that why
razor
you
in
wear
the water.
the swimming shoes?
It's a big part of it. No, the reason I wear swim shoes is actually going back to the Long Beach Island trip. When the hurricane was coming in, before it hit us, all the sea creatures were washing up on the shore dead. And whatever wasn't dead was just getting pushed up to the shoreline. So, coincidentally, I already told the story, but crabs I got like 4 or 5 crabs in one day just bite the bottom of my feet, and it was so painful. So I'll never not wear water shoes in the ocean again. That's why I do that. But yes, I suppose it's another reason to lead towards that. There are dangerous things if you can't see the bottom of what you're walking on. Normal things.
You wear water shoes?
I do. I do. I wear water shoes in the ocean. If I don't have water shoes, I'll put on real shoes.
Those things just look so weird.
I don't give a fuck how they look. They're comfortable.
Or don't they like...
I had a friend of mine come up to me the other day, and he was like, he saw me eating my spicy Cheetos with a fork. And he goes, "That's weird." I said, "What's weird about it?" He goes, maybe not weird, but different. I'm like, different? It makes
What's
sense.
different about it?
I said, it makes sense. My fingers stay clean while I pick up my food.
That's how I
Isn't
do
that
with
what
Oreos.
they're made for?
When I dip my Oreos in.
You know what? She-Hulk. Great show, by the way.
I
Absolutely
haven't
so
watched
good.
it
Wait,
So
it's
good.
out?
She-Hulk is so good. It's out. It's fantastic. I mean, you probably won't like it, but I think it's great. It's so funny.
Why wouldn't
but
I
you
like
wouldn't, because it's about a woman. But anyway.
He just said it. He
So,
just said it. Okay.
But you know what they do in the fucking show?
What? They do that?
It's spicy Cheetos
Oh, yeah.
with a fucking fork. I was ahead of everybody! Everyone! No one knew, but I was the future, Brandon!
How does it make you feel?
Oh, I felt so validated. That must be what She-Hulk's like for women, you know? It's a good show. It is a very good show. Definitely highly recommend.
Your team, who did it? She-Hulk or Hulk?
What do you mean?
Like the Cheetos.
She-Hulk did it.
Ah.
She-Hulk did it. But Hulk did it later when he realized it was a good idea. And Hulk's one of the smartest people in the MCU. Fuck you, haters. People were like, that's weird. I'm like, it's not weird. It's the future.
Now you're going to see people start doing it.
I will. I'll be really pissed about it, too. I'll be really salty. I felt the same way. Actually, my brother and I were watching this is so off topic from what we were talking about.
Yeah,
My
I was going to
brother-
say, what does this
Sorry,
have to
I
do
apologize.
with camping?
This just gets me riled up. My brother and I were watching She-Hulk together,
Uh-huh.
and we had that moment, and then we talked about this happened to me in the past. You know Snackies?
Yes. You just...
I had that idea. I talked about it. Ah! And my brother's the only living person I know of that knows that I like used to talk about this. Like, you know, just a cup and you put the snack on top. But I was so vocal about it. I'm like, it's genius. Just do it.
Someone just did it.
A few months later, I see Snackies on TV. It's exactly what I've been talking about, and I was so mad. There was nothing that my like 14-year-old brain could do about it. Or no, I was much younger. I was younger than that, but like, you know, I was so pissed off. I was really mad. My brother,
rich.
No,
I have an idea that still hasn't been made.
Okay, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
We'll talk about it on a future episode. I feel like
you need to make it because if you talk about it on the show, someone's gonna take it.
I want to see it be made. I'm too lazy to make it.
Okay, that's considerate of you. That's nice. So I'm sorry. So back to the camping. It was really bad. The activities there were dangerous or broken or run down. Like, it wasn't kept up well. And I was getting in fights with these people, and they wouldn't let me contact my mom. And I was fighting with like other people. They wouldn't let me call her. They wouldn't let me call her. I could only send handwritten letters to her, and I have one of them, and it's so sad. First of all, I have really bad handwriting, and I'm dyslexic, and I'm like, at this time 11, so my handwriting is awful, and it's just like, you need to get me out of here, please. Like, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me, like this and that, and like, you know, I'm fighting to survive over here. They were feeding me very little. Like, I remember in the morning they only fed me 3 silver dollar pancakes.
Really?
I swear to God, this camp was like awful. So I had to escape. I had to get out of this fucking camp. So my first escape attempt.
Without your brother?
It gets there. This story gets crazy. This is an absolutely nuts.
What?
Like, so I'm talking James Bond, fucking Batman, this shit, right? So it's like midnight. Mm. We have these mosquito tents around us covering our beds, and there's counselors that patrol. It's like one of those like stealth games where like,
I'm literally imagining this in my head.
So I get, I leave my thing, I stuff my I stuff my blanket, my pillow into my sleeping bag, and I sneak out in just my clothes. I don't bring anything because I'm currently just trying to figure out how the fuck I can get out of here, right? So I have to hide from these people while sneaking out. It's a big ass campground. So I'm like laying on the dirt. I swear to God, guys, I'm laying there. I'm doing like army crawls. I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, you can't fuck this up. Like, literally, you need to get the fuck out of here. This isn't the game right now. Like, you're not playing around. Like, I was really like, I had to get the fuck out of this place, right? I get far enough to the point where I find out there's fucking barbed wire fences.
This shit's like a prison.
There are barbed wire fences in the fields of like overgrown grass or whatever. There's pathways, and there's now barbed wire. So now I know these motherfuckers know that there's trouble kids here, and they're trying to keep me here. I was like, fuck, I need to put a towel over this. I can't climb over this. Like, there's nothing else I can do. So I head back. But they tape the bottom of all of our nets, our bags, so they know if we leave.
What do you mean?
So if
tape it, or?
Like they put a piece
you
of
put
tape
on a
down.
door, so if someone opens it you can't close it from the.
You can't close
inside.
the tape on the outside. So they knew I left.
Okay.
And they
on the door.
on the net on my bed.
Okay.
Because like there were no doors to.
What if you have to go?
We slept in these like wooden lofts, and then the one side was just like open.
Okay.
Both sides were open, like there was no closed thing, and then it was just like beds along the side of the wall.
Okay.
The walls were closed, so we were protected from the rain, but both sides were open.
Okay.
So. They knew I left, and I told them I'd left with someone else, and they got a cut on the bottom of their foot from the barbed wire when we tried to escape, and like I made up this whole story, right? And then apparently they wasn't there for this, but they like lined up all the kids. They came up to me pissed, which is the reason why they had to transfer me again, because none of the kids wanted me around because I made up that lie saying that one of the kids left with me, and because of that, they checked the bottom of all of the other kids' feet to prove if I was telling the truth or not.
Oh my God.
And I wasn't. And they were just pissed off that I was like just trying to escape. They were really mad at me. And then of course I got them in trouble. So they transferred me up to my brother. They were like, maybe if we put him with his brother, he'll be like calm. He won't try to escape. He won't try to cause these issues. I think the real breaking point, I apologize. So the real breaking point was the next day before they sent me to my brother. We were outside. It was during the day. I was like, all right, I'm not escaping during the night. Let's see how I can escape during the day. Because if I escape during the day, I might be able to find someone else to help me. So the counselor I'm with goes into the outside porta potty, not the porta potty, the outhouse, and he had a lock on the outside, like one of those hook locks.
No, you
so
didn't.
I put down the hook lock and I fucking sprinted for it. I ran for it, and I had one other camp counselor chase after me. He had a walkie-talkie, And he was like, Jacob's on the run, like he's going for it, you know. And I hear on the walkie-talkie that this one guy, I forget his name, he's just the black guy that I knew that worked there, was like, all right, I'll bike up there. He had a bike. I'll bike up there to the entrance. I'll wait for him there. Just let him go. Just let him lead off. So I'm like, well, I can't follow up the pathway, but I know that the highway's over here, so I'm going to go through the woods. So I go off track, and I go into the woods, deep, like trees, bushes, nothing, people don't go in here. I'm running through these woods with a camp counselor behind me. Mm-hmm. I'm like full-on sprinting, like final sequence in Harry Potter type shit. I'm like, he's like, Avada Kedavra, you know, he's chasing after me. He's like,
his Hunger Games.
I was hungry.
About to climb a tree.
He was hungry. I was. So I make it out through the bushes. I get to the main roads. First time seeing other people. He's like, he made it out, right? Guy with the bike starts coming down the hill. Well, that's not fucking fair. I can't outrun a bike, right? So I start running in the other direction.
See, but wait. But you know what the thing is? How is he gonna? He can't hit you, so he has to slow down and jump off the bike.
So he passes me, gets in front of me with the other counselor behind me. Him and that counselor lift me up and drag me back to the camp. I'm screaming, get the fuck off me! Ah! I have cars driving by here. I'm like, help! Help!
And no one stopped.
None of these motherfuckers stopped. I made eye
year was
contact
this?
with this one woman, 2011. I made eye contact with the woman driving by. I'm like, I'm obviously a child. Help me!
Wait. This camp was in New Jersey, right?
This camp is in New Jersey. I think
That's
it's in
why.
Blairstown, deep in the woods.
There you go.
It's deep in the woods.
You found that one.
Literally the middle of fucking nowhere.
No,
So they drag me back, and this is
New
what
Jersey.
triggers them to put me in with my brother.
Okay.
So now I'm with my brother, and you know I have finally like a group of
Has
people.
your brother been chilling? Your brother don't give a fuck?
He was in a group that was much less violent and much less problematic. I think he was okay. Honest to God, he could probably tell you better. Okay. He's in PA right now. He's actually visiting his family. You can probably get him on the show. He could tell the story much from a different perspective. Okay. So I don't know how his experience was up to that point. I know it was uncomfortable. I know that one night his like, instead of living in cabins that had no sides, they lived in teepees. So it was like really large teepees that they were living in.
Interesting.
It was. And I guess one of his teepee mate was like jerking off, and it like made him really uncomfortable.
Hey,
whatever.
good for him.
Whatever. And Jared was 13, so it was whatever. It was pretty uncomfortable for him. But anyway, because I was pushed up with the older kids, that meant that the big expedition that everyone scheduled to take was way sooner, pushed up by like 2 weeks, a week or so for me. I forget what the expedition was called, but it essentially was 15 miles through these mountains in New Jersey from one end to the other.
Okay.
So now I'm with my brother. We're leaving for this large expedition. We get there. First of all, we can't find the entrance into the woods, so we have to wait there for a while. Anyway, we get there. We set up. It's raining. The only thing we have to eat that night is flavorless oatmeal. Nothing in it. And we slept on the floor of a tent that was soaking wet because they left the kids to set it up. And when it rained that night, water got in. We were soaked on the bottom.
Oh.
So we wake up in the morning. We make ourselves the rest of the oatmeal. And the one counselor, I forget his name. I'm just going to call him Zach for now. The one counselor's like, hey, man, I know who you are. I'm like, I fucking hope you do. Because I'll make your life a living hell if you don't get me out of here. I didn't say that. He was trying to make amends. He was like, I know who you are. I know you've been causing a lot of issue. He tried to give me a Nutter Butter, a little Nutter Butter cookie.
He's the candy guy.
He was like, here's a little candy. Like, look, let's have a truce. Let's get through the woods, and we'll make this easy. And I was like, that'll be fine. Don't you worry about me, sir.
Wait. Let me get this
also,
right.
no, thank you for the Nutter Butter.
So,
like
older man, older man comes up to you, offers you a piece of candy, and says, "Let's have a truce. Let's go to the woods together."
Yeah. Pretty much. I actually reject the Nutter Butter. I ask for it later after we're on like 5 miles of walking. I'm like,
after you know he's not trying to kidnap you.
He said no.
Really?
He was like, I offered you that a while ago, and I was like, motherfucker. Anyway, we walk for about 5 miles. I'm carrying this backpack, all this like camping equipment, but the entire time, all I'm waiting for is one fucking sign of humanity outside of this military camp. It's not even, it felt like the military. Like I felt like I was literally like surviving. So, and we're walking for hours through like this mountaintop and through like these woods and over these rivers or whatever. And we finally make it to the first sign of human contact I've seen in hours. And it is just a paved road that either goes left or goes right. and I don't know which way to go. But I'm like, this is as far as I'm going. Not going any further than this. I say, Jared, I'm leaving. And Jared's like, please. Jared's like, please. I'm like, I'm leaving. You coming with me? He's like, well. So Jared and I start walking off. I actually lay down on the ground. And I go, that way.
You heard? I just imagine. I hear cars.
It's just vibration. No, I just heard the rumblings. And I was like, that way.
Was that way, right?
It was. No, it was correct. And Jared can tell some of these details better. But so we're walking down this pathway, and the kids are pissed because the counselors can't leave us, but they also can't leave the kids. So with Jared and I leaving, they have to redirect the entire group to follow us. And the entire time, the counselors are pissed and the kids are pissed. And they're yelling at us, they're cursing at us, they're throwing things at the back of our heads, they're hitting us with sticks. Right?
Oh, why weren't they chasing you and grabbing you?
The counselors?
Yeah.
I think we were too big to be. They want to drag us another 10 miles down this path.
Oh, so you guys were leading?
No, we were just like a part of this big group, but they can't lose any of the kids.
Oh, okay.
So Jared and I are leaving. Doesn't matter what they have to say. You can drag us. You can literally grab my arm right now because you're definitely stronger than me as an adult who's definitely like 20, 25. So I guess a young teen, young adult. The one guy, I forget his name. I'm sorry. I think it was Victor, actually. Fuck you, Victor.
Damn. He's just doing his job.
So, no. So he could have dragged me, but then he would have dragged me another 10 miles through these mountains. Not a chance. So they had to follow us because I was going to make their lives hell. So we get there, and I'm like, you call them, and you have them pick us up right here in this parking lot. We found the highway. I found a parking lot that was like a path to the trails. I was like, you call them and tell them we're here, and they pick the camp. You get us out of here. Like, we're leaving. And at this point, they contacted my mom or whatever, and my mom was at the camp, and she was trying to pick people up. My mom will tell you that the minute she pulled up to the camp, she saw 2 6-year-olds beating the fuck out of each other in the parking lot. She was like, well, maybe I made a mistake. Yeah, Mom, you think? So we're waiting for the bus to pick us up, and while we're there, I have to fight off 2 different motherfuckers. The one dude I thought was my friend. I forget his name. He started choking me out.
With the Nutter Butters?
No, the other guy. That's the counselor. The counselor actually starts telling kids to fuck me up.
What?
Swear to God. He was watching them. He was encouraging them to fight me. So the guy that starts choking me out, I thought was my friend. He actually lets me go. He definitely would have had me because I'm like, I thought I was going in for a hug. I was like, I got you. And then he just fucking got me right there. Swear to God. He was just some big black guy, and he was just like, yeah. He let me go because he definitely would have killed me. But then I had to fight these 2 other motherfuckers. I beat one with a lantern, and I threw another one into a car. And the counselors just watched. They sat there and watched as I'm like fighting for my life. Also, Jared just watched.
Is this like a social experiment? This whole thing.
It felt like it. Jared just watched me fight these people for me.
Damn.
Jared, what the heck, man?
Yeah,
actually,
like
I love Jared, but he would have been. He just isn't really. He doesn't really.
Fight?
He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
I feel like
Jared's not really built for
you'd
that.
be like, go after them because they punched Jared.
Yeah, no one hit Jared. No one was gonna deal with. Jared was just following my crazy ass. Anyway, eventually a bus picked us up and we got taken home. And Jared, of course, I could tell a story and I told my parents what happened, but really Jared backed up the story, and that's what got my parents to be like, "Well, we should probably do something about this," Because my ass, growing up, I was very troubled, so anything I said was probably just me being troubled. Nothing happened though. I don't think they sued the camp or anything. I don't think anything came out of it. Nothing happened. The guy got fired. We know that Victor got fired because the guy my mom called and so he lost his job.
Good.
So fuck that guy. Fuck you, Victor. But and again, at this point, it's been over like 10 years since I went to that camp. Almost 12.
I wonder if they're still open. You want to guys go?
I could probably ask my mom what the name
Watch
of the
the
camp
children
was.
fight.
No, survival for the fittest.
I threatened that if they didn't send me home, I'd kill their donkey. They had a donkey like.
Donkey?
Not donkey.
I was like, "What would get me kicked out of this camp?" She's like, "Not much." I was like, "I'll kill your donkey."
She's like, "Yep, that would do it."
She's like, "You can't do that." I was like, "There's nothing
I
protecting
can and
there's,
I will.
I know. I was 11.
You're like, try me,
I was
bitch.
11, but I something along. It was not threats, but I guess these are threats. It was something along the lines of like, that fence is not big enough to stop me from getting in there and killing your donkey. Let me call my mom right now.
Did you kill the donkey?
I did not. I didn't even try.
Donkey.
Don't get.
I didn't even try. They're probably could have taken that donkey.
So the moral of the story is.
Is there moral?
There's nothing wrong. I'm pretty sure the camp was probably a good escape for kids that are from the inner city. It was designed for troubled kids. Tell people that when they're coming to the camp, though, because when you send an 11-year-old with his 13-year-old autistic brother to this camp thinking it's going to be a summer experience, and it turns out that we're going to be fighting for our fucking lives, there's going to be an issue.
I feel like Jared was chilling.
Honestly, I would love to ask Jared. I haven't talked to him about this in a long time because it was pretty traumatic for us. This is the reason why I don't eat ramen noodles, because when we were leaving, that's all we had was a dry thing of ramen noodles in the flavor packet, and I ate that because I had nothing else to eat.
That's pretty good.
It was awful.
I'm sorry.
It was awful. It was horrible. The crunch is pretty satisfying. The little, it all falls apart, but no, it was absolutely disgusting. So, another bad, vacation experience.
So wait,
going down
do
to
you
this
count
camp.
that as an escape, a successful escape?
I did escape. I got home. I would have made it home no matter what. If they didn't call my parents, I would have hitchhiked. Which is what I would have done.
And Jacob's on the fucking milk carton.
I would have been on a milk carton. I would have taken up a good chunk
Maybe
of
your
that
dad
milk
would
carton.
have finally got the milk and be like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, he never
This is
got
my son. Yeah, he never even went to the store. He didn't even lie. He was like, I'm just not coming back. Bye.
Wait, really?
He was just like, bye. No, I couldn't verbalize. I was only about, a few days old, but that's what I remember it being. He was just like, oh, okay, he's born. There, son.
You ever seen the video of the dude?
Yeah, the piece and then just vanishing. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so, fuck that camp. Fuck Long Beach Island.
Wow.
I feel like it's an official review. Do you have any places you hate that you want to slam right now?
No places that I hate. I have something that happened to one of my friends recently, though.
I hit my neck on this.
Oh, yeah. I was like...
Wait,
the
the thing...
lamp?
The heated lamp is hot?
No, but that's crazy hot.
Yes.
The metal on the heated lamp is hot?
Metal. This is plastic. No, this is plastic.
Oh, it is plastic.
Is it?
No, incorrect. What are you talking about? That's not plastic.
Listen,
This is plastic.
That's not plastic.
That's plastic.
It's not plastic.
Doesn't sound like...
No, it's not plastic. It bends like metal. It's metal. What do you mean?
That don't mean anything.
Are you
No, that's
fucking
plastic.
biting it?
No, that's plastic.
No way.
That's plastic.
No.
Yes. That's plastic.
Give me it.
It's pretty light metal if it's... You think it's
This
plastic?
does feel plastic.
That's what I'm saying.
Click it with the other one. Does it make a clinking sound?
Yeah, it's
Plastic.
plastic. Don't it?
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the metal's not actually not that hot. The metal
Watch out,
top
watch
tip.
out.
This is a
Let's
stupid
see,
conversation
let's see.
for our audio listeners.
Brandon.
There goes our lava
Why
lamp.
did you knock them
For our
over?
audio listeners.
Get that now. Get
there
that now
goes-
because that's going to mess up the paint.
Oh.
Oh, look at the pretty light.
Wow.
Oh, that definitely just put like a hole in the
Anyway,
wall.
there goes a part of our set. Thank you for watching the Reality Rejects.
If we're going to end it on that note?
Is that what a mixed up lava lamp looks like?
I've never seen it. Kind of looks cool,
I've never seen
actually.
that before. We are every Friday at 6. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and let us know what places that you hate. And as always, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, check our description for other videos and shit.
Ring that bell.
Ring the bell, get notified.
Just
Whatever.
do anything, please. Show us you exist. Do you
Jeremy
guys
Johns.
exist? I don't know.
Thank you so much, and in case I do not see you, I hope you guys have a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. Goodbye.